Bernie Madoff, Bernie Madoff, you probably remember the name, Bernie Madoff, and I put in brackets, your money. And if you can obviously look at the English, you might have a little chuckle at that one. Bernie Madoff with your money. And that's exactly what happened. He died actually last week, 14th of April, I think it was, week before last, age 82. And he died in prison. He was serving a 150-year sentence for fraud. That's a pretty big sentence, that, isn't it? So we had not bad innings. So Bernie Madoff, of course, very famous for his Ponzi scheme, where he made off with millions, if not more money, of people's hard-earned cash. Now, the thing about Bernie Madoff is that he was incredibly trustworthy at the time. People adored him. He was worshipped almost. He had massive trust built up over the years. He was involved in NASDAQ and the various New York stock exchanges. He was on associations, etc. Very well known guy as well. He had an exclusivity about him as well. So the only way you could get into his money was to be referred by somebody else who already was a client. I think it was appointments by introduction only. I've seen that on IFA's cards before as well. And he's kind of like a clubhouse really, only club members could get in. And that's how it worked. Now, Ponzi schemes, of course, are totally legal, don't get me wrong, I'm not so supporting them in any shape or form. But what happened with Bernie's scheme was quite simple really. He had people clamouring to invest their money with him. Remember, he had this fantastic reputation. He was paying upwards of 15% per annum to people compound. So that's a pretty damn good rate. Now, this obviously, this was in the 90s, early noughties and stuff like that. So, it was good returns. So lots of people wanted to put their money into his funds, which he had very opaque way of promoting them. Nobody knew how he did it. It didn't really matter because everyone trusted him. That was the key behind it. So people put their money in. New investors would pay in their dollars. He was an American dude, of course. And the dollars would go into the fund, but they wouldn't. Before they went into the fund, they went into three places, really. The first place they went into is they went to pay percentage returns to all the investors. This 15% was paid out of the money people paid in. Do you see the scam, can't you? It was also used for redemptions. So anybody that wanted their money out, he paid them from money coming in. So it's pretty clever, isn't it? And he always paid up as well. People wanted to redeem, they always got their money. But of course, it also went to fund beach houses and things like that. and his Porsches and his private jets and everything like that, because Bernie had it all. And this went on for years. Of course, he had this fund, or he supposedly had this fund of billions of dollars, which he didn't. That was the whole point. It was a complete fallacy. There was nothing there. It was all just spent. It was incredible. This went on for years. And it took the financial crash in 2008, when the whole financial market just collapsed, systemic collapse, of course, and everybody wanted their money back. And he had a rush of people requiring their money, rush of redemptions. I think he had something like $12 billion in redemptions were requested, and he didn't have the money. He couldn't pay it because nobody, of course, was putting any new money in. This is 2008. Everybody went out, so it became obvious what he was doing, and he was convicted and sent to jail. So that's Bernie Madoff with yourmoney.com. People lost a lot of money, a huge amount of money, and still it's never been paid back, because it wouldn't have been, would it? Because he spent it on beach houses and things like Long Island, very nice as well. Which gives you the next sort of port of call, really, the next thought, recommendation, call it what you like, is when something looks too good to be true, it often is. So this 15% return in this fund, just too good to be true. There's something going on there. So anything you look upon in the internet, if it looks too good to be true, be careful, of course. That goes down to finding a mortgage advisor, being a mortgage advisor, buying training online, at all, whatever it is. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. You've got to be very careful of these sort of things. Now, obviously, this kind of fraud, Ponzi scheme, the regulators are getting rid of left, right and centre. But hey, there'll be another one crop up at some point. There always is. So God bless you, Bernie. Rest in peace.